I'm Joe Harrington, Public Information Officer for the RTC. And at the Regional Transportation Commission of Washoe County, we're all about keeping people moving in new and exciting ways. It's hard to miss RTC's slick Proterra fully electric buses taking people through downtown Reno. Introduced in 2014, these state-of-the-art buses automatically dock with a fast-fill charging station at RTC 4th Street Station. They charge in just 5 to 10 minutes and can even charge while people are getting on or off the bus.
We estimate a fuel savings of about $50,000 a year per bus. So that's $200,000 in fuel savings just in a year alone with all 4 vehicles. They do not pollute, there's no noise, they're quiet. These are incredible buses.
Press 1 for adult, press 5 for intercity to parcel.
RTC's 70 buses serve 26 routes. More than 8 million rides are taken each year, and with the economy and population growing, so is ridership, up 200,000 during 1 year's time.
And in northern Nevada, we're going to be changing very rapidly over the next several years. So it's going to be important that our roadway program, our transit program, be responsive to and sensitive to the changing needs of our economy and the social fabric of our community. And we're going to do that through an aggressive planning program that continues to look at long-range needs, continues to listen to what the public has to say, and continues to deliberate in public the important challenges and alternatives that we have to pursue.
That's why working with the public is a hallmark of the planning process. Through public meetings and comments, the public's input is valuable in making improvements. Hand in hand with the public, RTC's planning department is creating safer streets. Safety improvements include better crosswalks and improved sidewalks that are accessible to everyone. RTC is also creating complete streets, such as this stretch of Plumas Street. Complete streets have dedicated spaces for bikes, pedestrians, and vehicles. This has been shown to dramatically reduce crashes. One of RTC's major plans aims to revitalize the 4th Street Prater Way corridor, adding bike lanes, better sidewalks, and 4 new electric buses to serve the route.
We work closely with the cities and Washoe County to identify what strategic corridors we need to invest in. And we take a close look at all of the issues, the travel demands, safety impacts, safety concerns, multimodal needs, and we develop a program of short, mid, and long-term improvements.
RTC is paving the way for growth with street and highway projects. The largest project in the agency's history, the Southeast Connector, is now underway. The project includes a detached multi-use trail and LED lighting. More than a road, the project will create 60 acres of wetland complex and improve water quality by reducing erosion.
That water funnels down into the creek and it fills up the creek, but it doesn't get out into a floodplain where it can spread out. It stays within those steep channels and it just constantly erodes the banks. And all of that sediment comes down into the creek and gets transported down to the Truckee River and ultimately out into Pyramid Lake. By removing those steep vertical banks and allowing the floodwater to get to a natural floodplain, the water comes up and it spreads out and it slows down that velocity so you don't get that erosion, that high water flowing in these curves of the creek.
The project also includes plans to ensure wildlife has access to drinking water while keeping animals away from the roadway with fencing. The Southeast Connector is funded through local fuel tax, which has been a local economic stimulus, getting needed infrastructure projects done and putting people to work.
It's fueled a lot of road projects. It's kept the small suppliers, the contractors, the smaller contractors in business over the last few years. It has been tremendously important in keeping people working through one of the deepest, certainly deepest recession that I've ever seen.
The RTC invests more than $350 million a year in regional street, highway, public transit projects, programs, and services. The RTC is driving the economy forward, enhancing safety, giving people transportation options, and keeping our community on the cutting edge of transportation. This is your RTC.